We're with you right now. We're making Caribbean ribs.
Oh, we started. We're making rum and ginger ribs and toasted coconut. It's chaos already. We haven't started,
Can't wait.
So this is a really simple, easy thing to do, but it's absolutely delicious. The best way to cook, right? So these ribs have been browned off and they've been marinated in green seasoning. Green seasoning is like a really basic, it's like a cornerstone in Caribbean cooking. You've got all these lovely ingredients. You've got parsley, coriander, onions, garlic, chilies, peppers, spring onions, thyme. Blitz it all up with garlic. I keep that in the fridge all the time.
Such a good idea.
It's a brilliant marinade for anything. You know, when you know the thing about cooking is like half the time you're bored.
Yeah.
And you want something delicious to eat. You just don't like.
Would you use that as a sauce verde or something
as
well?
Yes, you can use it as a basic salsa like that. You can add feta to it and whip it up and turn it into something. A bit of honey. So in here we've got onions, we've got garlic, we've got tomatillos, which are these little babies. Have you seen these before?
No, I haven't, actually.
They're like the same family as physalis. You know, like those little Cape gooseberry things with the little...
Oh, yeah.
It's the same kind of family. They're absolutely delicious. If you can't get them, you can just use a green tomato and add a bit of lime. It's a Mexican ingredient. They're really, really delicious and they bring a real zing.
So this isn't West Indian, this...
it's kind of Mexican, but like Mexican Caribbean coast food is really interesting.
Yeah.
So in here we've got the tomatillos, tomatoes, garlic, ginger, and then I'm going to put this stock into there.
What's that, chicken stock?
That's chicken stock.
Nice.
And then we've got the rum.
Ooh.
Yellow.
Which is very important,
So just
obviously.
a nice
all of that
dark
Just
rum.
a little.
All of that?
Just a little touch.
Any left out? No.
And then ginger ale goes in as well. And then all of these ribs go
Oh, you're going to put them in there?
Yeah, so you brown those off. Marinate them in the green seasoning.
Yeah.
And then brown them off. And then whack them into the pot.
It's a proper family dish, this.
Yeah, and then you just put the lid on and leave it alone.
So is this going to make...
Well, it's been great having you.
Is this going to make them really soft?
Really tender, really delicious, really yielding, which is
Do you do ribs?
I don't, you know.
Me neither.
I love ribs.
I really love them.
And, you know, they're really good, they're a really good cost cheaply... Nice,
really?
Cost cheaply? You know what I'm trying
Cost
to say.
effective, yeah.
Cost effective, thank you, thing to make for your family, you know.
Okay.
So in here, this is rice. So the rice chat.
Yeah, please.
The cooking the
like
rice
from
chat.
base,
Cooking the rice chat. 2 to 1. Turn it down nice and low.
Yeah.
Because if you've got it up too high, you're really going to run into some problems. Nice and low. I've got some onions in there. A bit of bay leaf, some thyme.
I love thyme.
Some allspice. There's a little bit of allspice and a little bit of garlic.
Cool.
This is coconut rice. So you want a nice... kind of herbaceous.
I always say you're loving up the rice. That's what you're doing.
Loving up the rice.
You're loving up that rice.
So then the rice goes in, and then you can sort of do it by eye after a while, but really, so if you've got that much rice in the pot, then you do the same twice for water. This is basic.
Oh, you're like my mum. She used to do this. She didn't even measure it.
Yeah, because I've cooked so much rice when So, and you know, there's another thing where there's a rule of thumb where you put it, and if it comes halfway up your knuckle there, then it's the right amount. So there, and then a little pinch of salt. A little pinch of salt in there.
Look at us encroaching.
When does the coconut go back? When's the coconut?
The coconut's going in now. Thank you very much, Dad.
Oh, no worries.
We're going to put the coconut in there now.
And is that just...
And you just leave it alone.
Coconut?
And you just leave it alone and it does its thing.
Was that coconut cream?
That's coconut milk.
OK.
And the thing to do is don't interfere with the rice because then it sticks.
Leave it alone.
And then you run into problems. So once all this is cooked for, like, say, 3 or 4 hours, something like that, it should be meltingly
Oh, I can't wait.
And then you've got this gorgeous broth. You've got this really, really lovely stock. So you turn that up, you want that bubbling away really nicely, and then we're going to add butter.
And is that just going to be our gravy?
That's going to be our gravy, because you've got to have gravy, right?
Yeah.
Andy, how's the Great British Menu going?
Great British Menu is amazing. It's been a really incredible season. It's been a really, really wonderful one. I mean, every year it's incredible, but the theme this year is celebrating Team GB.
Right.
The Olympics. So we've just had this amazing time meeting Olympians. You know, you're having a perfectly normal chat.
Yeah.
You think, my goodness, you've got 7 gold medals.
Yeah.
Superhuman people, you know, doing incredible things. So I've been sort of jumping between that and my podcast with Nikita.
Yeah, I love that.
Brilliant.
Having the best time, you know. We just invite people to the house, they bring a guest, we make stuff like this and just have the best time, you know. It's a wonderful...
I mean, podcasts are so lovely, simple things to do. And
well, it's nice to... It's not... You know what's great about it is you can... Because I do it at home, which I absolutely love to do, and getting people to come around and bring a guest means that they come off the interview treadmill.
Yeah.
And they bring somebody with them that they really love, that they really care about, and it really opens them
And
up.
they're relaxed.
They really relax and they really get into it. Right,
Let me do like long-form chat as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Got
Proper
food to
long
do.
chat.
Right, so these are the ribs.
Ah,
Look
This
at
is what the
those.
ribs
Get 'em
look
over
like.
here.
You pull them back out the
What
broth.
are you doing over there?
I'm going to move them closer to you. That's probably a good idea.
yeah. You
You
mad?
want them quite close, don't you? And then the rice
Little teaser one over
will
there.
come out
Don't wanna
like
get
this.
involved, I'm scared.
Are we allowed to just like have
That's
one of them?
yeah, I'm going to let you plate yourselves up. I'm going to gravy up the rice, though. Gravy up the ribs, sorry. Nice and...
How long do you leave that gravy go for?
So you just let it bubble till it gets a little thick like that. So you've got like a
that
lovely
looks so
texture. You don't even
good.
need to strain it. And then over the top of the ribs.
Wow.
Over the top
That
of the ribs.
smells lovely.
It's really lovely. It's so simple and it's absolutely delicious. And then I've got like a little bit of... Let's get a bit more gravy.
rice.
I'm very
that
big
rice
on the
is
gravy
great.
myself. A little bit of toasted coconut to go on your rice as well, because it brings another...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, get involved with those ribs.
All right, get
And then
involved.
I've got a bit of fresh pickled
Oh, they're
coconut
so
as well.
soft.
Fresh
It's
what?
so soft. Here, let me give you some of this. Here we go.
Is that pickled coconut?
Pickled coconut. I pickle everything.
How
love a
how do you
pickle.
go about pickling coconut?
So white wine vinegar, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of that green seasoning. Here, put a little bit of that on your ribs.
Oh, thank
Here,
you.
Deborah, put some of that on your ribs as well.
You couldn't be happier now.
This is the best day of my life.
A little bit of spring onion. Do you like fresh chilli?
Thank you so much. Yes, go
Here,
on.
fresh chilli. Have a
Not
little
too
bit
much,
of
not too
no,
much.
Just
Yeah, just a little bit.
That pickled
There you go.
coconut's
Want some spring
amazing.
onion? Isn't it gorgeous? Pickled coconut.
Oh, the coconut rice is everything.
The coconut rice is everything. Gravy is fantastic. It's easy. It's cheap. It's very cost effective.
so-
I mean, you
So
can
nice to
feed
see
a
you,
whole
Andy.
ton of people. That's just a couple of quid. You know what I mean?
I love
Oh,
you.
wow.
Baby back ribs.
Can you come back again?
I will come back again. It's
Thank
lovely
you
to see you
so
both.
much.
Glad the
I
pepper
can't
pot's
believe you've
going
never
well
met.
as
It's so
well.
nice to meet you.
I know, finally.
You two never met before?
Never
No.
met. No.
It's the first
And
time.
I'm so
There's a
glad.
disturbance in the force is happening now. You can feel it, can't
But
you?
it's okay now.
We never go
Everything's
back,
back
from
to
here.
normal.
Nothing's going to be the same again. The Great British Menu continues on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 8 p.m. on BBC Two and iPlayer.
And for details of today's recipes, check out our free this morning